All right, tough loss tonight. Knicks go down 107-101 to the Pacers on Halloween night. Timmy had the big night, but Oladipo had the last laugh. Let's get into it. We're going to give you our takeaways. We want to hear from you guys. The phone lines are open, 657-383-1509. Where did this game go wrong? Call us up. Let us know what you think. Hit us up in the chat. Let's get into it.
KnicksFanTV. Y'all watching KnicksFanTV.
All right, bro. Thanks,
Postgame Live. The Postgame Live show for the fans, by the fans. CP from the KnicksFanTV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. Jay Ellis.
Yeah, man.
I thought I was getting the theme song ready. I was getting the victory song ready. Timmy. I thought it was gonna be Timmy's night, but
yeah,
Victor Oladipo had other plans, man. What'd you take away from this game tonight, man?
Lots. It was heroic efforts from Tim. Career high, 7 3-pointers made. Dotson hitting big shots, big defensive plays. But at the end of the day, it's Victor and Sabonis was just too much for us, man. Sabonis, all night we couldn't stop him. All night. The only thing that stopped him was he can't set a screen.
Yo, Sabonis was looking like his pops out there tonight, man.
Yeah. The fouls were getting to him, and that kind of took him out of his rhythm.
Yeah.
And the coach pretty much made a decision to not take him out of the game and just have him, play through that foul trouble and work out with him.
Yeah. You know what? Listen, I thought tonight was a good test for us. You know what I mean? It's a good Pacer team. They're probably gonna finish top 5 in the East. You would think. They finished the season well last year. Added a couple of good additions in Tyreek Evans. They added KO and McBucket, who we'll get to later on tonight. But it was a good test for us. It was a good team. The Pacers are top 2 in the league in field goal percentage, shooting 50%. Field goal percentage, including 40 from 3. But funnily enough, their record was 4-3 and now 5-3. Listen, we were down by as much as 9. Sabonis was eating everybody's food. Nobody could stop him. I think he finished the second half with about 19 points. Just completely mauling us in the paint. Him and Turner. Turner got off a little bit in the paint, but we were right in it. At the half. I thought our perimeter defense was good. I thought our transition defense was good in the first half. Obviously, Timmy and Vonleh, carried us in that first. ISO carried the second unit. And, first half things, ended quite well. I thought we had definitely a good chance to win this game. It was just last-minute execution, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. It's like we fought back. We got down. I found ourselves switching a lot, and we got ourselves in trouble with the switches.
Cannon got burned, man.
Cannon
got destroyed by Sabonis all night on the pick and roll, man. We were getting killed on the pick and roll all night.
We was getting pick and roll and switches all night. They either switched and had the bigs
Frank
posting up Frank.
Yeah.
Pick and rolled us to death from the top. And if they didn't even get the first pick, they would re-pick and get the point guard off balance. And made that sense to make a decision, and that was all she wrote for most of the night. And then Sabonis was his post game, his up and under game was a lot. It was a little too much. That might be a lot of reasons why we didn't see Mitch out here today, because Mitch in the post defense doesn't really go together that well. So we went with Cantor. He was pretty okay at post defense, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter today.
Cannon was he was a non-factor on both ends, man. Sabonis was destroying him. They put, like I said, they had Frank in the pick and rolls too tonight. Frank wasn't on his game tonight. Cannon definitely wasn't on his game tonight, and they just destroyed us in the paint. They destroyed us in the paint, man. But second half, listen, we first off, Damian Dotson. Give it up for Damian Dotson.
Free Dot, that is my guy, man.
Free Dot, another double night and double-digit night, and we'll get to the play ratings in a little bit. But, like I said, I thought the third quarter, we definitely hung in there. But that third quarter unit with the Pacers, man, led by Corey Joseph, And it's like, that dude on every team he's been on, he's leading that second unit, whether it's the Spurs, the Raptors, the Pacers.
Yeah.
He's just a pest. He's a pest on both sides of the ball, man.
Pick and rolled us to death.
Pick and rolled us to death, man. And I thought he had some good minutes for them in the third. But like I said, we were still in it. We were still in it. What did you think of when Fizdale subs out Mitch early in the second half, goes to Canner, who was a non-factor, and then ends up going to Lance trying to get some defense down the stretch? What did you think of that?
Like I said, I think it was a matchup thing, because we know that Mitch can't really guard those really big, hefty centers. I feel like he has a better chance with the Miles Turner types, not the guys who's going to really post you down low like Sabonis was doing. So I think that might have been a matchup thing, if anything. That's my guess. It was either that or maybe it was gas. I'm not sure, but my guess might have been a matchup thing. But Mitch did pretty well, chasing down shots, changing the trajectory of the guard shots.
Yeah, I thought first half he played well in the first half. I thought Mitch was pretty effective in the first half, trying to alter some shots out there.
Yeah, I thought he did well doing that. I thought he did well challenging shots and even on the perimeter. I liked what I saw from Mitch today. I wish they could have got him in the game a little bit more, but I think Sabonis would have abused him too. I'm not sure if that would have really made any difference, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so Sabonis crushed us, man. Sabonis definitely crushed us. And then in the fourth quarter, I mean, it was basically came down to Timmy versus Victor, who blinked first. And Oladipo got the best of him, man. He came up with Timmy got stripped with three costly turnovers. And Timmy had a great night, man. I don't want to, blame this loss on him, because I thought overall it was a hard fought, team defeat. Not trying to take moral victories, but they fought. They fought valiantly to the end. I thought Timmy just made. I think there was that 3-pointer that he took with like 2 minutes or so left in the half. I mean, in the game in the fourth, he took like a 20, 30 something footer. That was we didn't need it. We didn't need it. We were down by 3, and the game was still within reach.
You know what it was too.
Yeah.
You know what it was. It was Victor's defense got Timmy out of rhythm and got him thinking, I need to get this shot up because he's gonna steal the ball, because two consecutive plays before that he kind of stripped them just off of man-to-man defense. So I think he was just trying to make sure he got a shot off, and Victor's Oladipo's defense pretty much got Timmy out of rhythm and got him a little bit tired than usual towards the end of the stretch. I think that's why he pulled it from there. Yeah,
and then Thaddeus Young also had a timely strip of Timmy as well. And the Pacers were able to take that lead. And then, we got it close. We got it to within, a 2-point game before they got that second chance bucket. The offensive rebound going out of bounds goes to Oladipo in the corner, who shakes Frank. Frank loses Oladipo in the corner, and that was the dagger. That was the dagger 3-pointer.
That air ball, man. Oof. Sometimes those air balls are tricky because when a person misses a shot that bad, you don't really know where the ball is.
Yeah, and everybody kind of froze from Vonleh. I forgot who else was down low with him. To Frank, who loses Oladipo. It was a smart play by Oladipo. Give credit where credit is due. Give credit where credit is due. Oladipo took over the fourth quarter, and his experience and the improvement of his game showed out there. He played like an all-star. He played like the all-star that he was.
Definitely. And it's like, man, the defense is really the defense too. It was the defense, and he turned it on in the right.
Turned it on at the right time. He turned it on at the right time. So, you got to give credit where credit is due. Timmy had an outstanding night. Nothing to take away from that. Vonleh, another outstanding night. Dotson, outstanding night. But the Pacers just made more plays than us on both ends tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just made more plays than us, man.
Somebody in the Periscope chat said Fizz was mad at Mitch. I can see that too. He's done that with Mario before. He benched Mario for missing an assignment or something. So that's a possibility as well. I might have missed whatever happened. If he sat Mitch that long for being mad, then maybe he just blew a defensive assignment really bad.
Yeah, it was interesting because he subbed Mitch, then he went to Cannon. Cannon was just getting eaten alive all night, and then he went to Lance. obviously that wasn't the move.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Lance,
Big man.
yeah, that wasn't it. But then I thought Fizz made a good adjustment when he pulled Lance, went to ISO, and ISO got that timely bucket for us down the stretch. He went with four guards. He went with 4 guards and Vonleh down the stretch, and that was an interesting lineup, you know, to combat what the Pacers were coming with out there.
Yeah, ISO, man. ISO is fearless, guy.
ISO's fearless.
That guy has ice water in his veins. He doesn't care about the moment. He doesn't care. He's a gamer, man. And this defense too. I mean, for the most part, he played pretty damn good defense for the most of the night.
Yeah.
Exception a couple pick and rolls, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not even. I can't even really say that our guards did bad playing the pick and roll tonight. It was just well executed for the most part by the Pacers, to be honest with you.
Yeah, like I said, man, give credit where credit is due, man. The Pacers, they just outplayed us. They outplayed us in the paint, especially dogged us in the paint, and definitely exposed our pick and roll defense. You know, it was nowhere to be found tonight. So we give credit where credit is due. Tough, like I said, tough fight. Another close loss to a good team. You know, and it's a measuring stick for us, you know, just to see where we match up with these guys.
Yeah, I will say this too. Frank played a lot of minutes. I noticed that he played 32 minutes tonight. He damn near played the whole first quarter, and I think he would have played the whole first quarter if he didn't foul and get a second foul with 2 minutes to go. So Fizz is definitely trusting Frank a lot more.
Yeah, Trey didn't get that much minutes tonight. Trey didn't get that much minutes tonight, and it's gonna be interesting to see what they did. And Baker didn't play at all, and it's gonna be interesting to see if he even gives Moutier a chance. So let's we'll see. Tough one, man, tough one. But anyway, shout out to the chat once again. This is Postgame Live, the Knicks live stream for the fans by the fans. If you're new in the chat, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. This is the home of the diehard Knicks fan. Shout out to everybody in Knicks Nation in the chats going off right now. George Fields, Cliff D, IOPS, Eric Russell. Shout out Alex Collins in Ireland patrolling the chat. Who you got in your chat, Jails?
Oh, man, I got my usual young Simba. I got S. Parker. I got Andrew Dell, Ricardo Custer. I don't think I recognize that. Kareem Maloney was good, guys. Must be the hard Knicks fans out here after the loss. Subscribe to the channel, man.
That's it, man. Let's go to the phones. We got some people waiting online. Frankie, you're first on deck. Frankie, what's going on, man? He wants to talk about Fizz and the rotations. What's going on, Frankie?
What's happening, CP? What's happening, J. Ellis?
What's good, man?
Shout out to Dave on the phones real quick.
Yeah, shout out KnicksFanTV Dave. Working the phone. Shout out to Dave.
So listen, all right, real quick to get it out the way. The good stuff out the way. Vonleh, obviously, Hardaway, Dot, and Trier. You know, they basically those 4 carried it tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Other than that, Cantor obviously didn't have his best game. That's to be expected once in a while. He had an off night. I don't blame him at all.
Yes, Sabonis out Canada.
As far
pretty much.
Oh, and on top of that, just since you're talking about Sabonis, they robbed Sabonis too. He was 12 for 12 tonight.
Yeah, that one play where they gave Frank the credit for the strip, that was on Sabonis. That was a pass.
Yeah, that was a steal, not a block. But anyway, Fizdale. Those fourth quarter rotations, listen, I could not even, from like the middle of the fourth quarter, I could not even focus on the rest of the game because all I kept thinking to myself is, why is Lance Thomas on the floor? He's useless. Even just for defense, he's useless. He can't do anything. He can't rebound. He makes stupid fouls. Like, I cannot get over the fact that Lance is still getting all these minutes, especially in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Jails.
What do you guys think about that? I just, like I said, I couldn't even focus for like the middle of the third quarter. I couldn't even focus on the game just because I was so upset that Cantor was out. I mean, not Cantor, that Lance was out there on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Lance this season. I thought he might have like a little, uptick or something, or at least go back to the old Lance. You know what I'm saying?
He said uptick.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna go
because
back to
the way he looked good. He looked good in preseason. Good in preseason. I said, "Damn, Lance is really, he out there. He working on that three. He working on his offense. But he's not giving us nothing. Not even defense, which is the only thing he's been known to be good for. And I can't help it. And I don't know if Fizdale was mad at Mitch, but he needed to be out there towards the end of the game. Even if he's not necessarily blocking shots, he alters so many shots, and he makes guys question, not just at the rim, but short jump shots by the elbow.
Anywhere he's out there, they're gonna second guess themselves.
Yeah, he makes people question their shots.
Indeed.
And when he rebounded, like,
that's true. That's true.
Mitch
man.
needed to be out there in the fourth quarter. I don't know if he was out there at all in the fourth quarter. I don't think he was. If he did, I missed it, but he needed to be out there in the fourth quarter.
True indeed. And Frankie, appreciate the call, my dude. It was a little tricky with that fourth quarter rotation, JL. So I'm not really sure what he was trying to go with, but
I think it's because Lance and Trey had like a nice little spark in the second quarter. So I don't know. Maybe he thought maybe they can do something in the fourth since he had like a nice little spark in the second, where he like had like a nice little shot and play some good defense before they got taken out. So that's the only thing I can kind of think of. Is like why he was playing in the fourth.
I mean, personally, man, like I said, listen, Lance is a good dude. Shout out to Lance, and all he does in the community. Remember that last caller called up about Cannon, the last game was talking about Cannon's community work. That's all we can really say about Lance. He's a good community guy. But as far as playing time, listen, man, he's not doing his job. Let's just put it lightly. Honestly, listen, I haven't been, I'm not like Cody Emanuel who's in the Isaiah Hicks club, but I'd like to see some more Hicks this year. If you're gonna give somebody minutes, give it to Hicks while Knox is out. You know what I mean? You put Baker on reserve and let Hicks get some minutes until Kev comes back. But when Kev comes back, we don't need to play Lance no more, please. I mean, could we end the Lance Thomas conversation?
Yeah, I guess, man. I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't understand what's happening right now. It's like he's getting worse. He's getting worse than last year.
He is. He's getting worse, man. Let's go to Luke from Above the Rim. Wants to talk about the fourth quarter and tough loss. Luke, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
Woosah, man. Woosah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's it.
Man.
Yo, I'm not gonna beat on the Lance drum, but man, the fourth quarter, man, Lance being out there, he had I think they got held up on the shot clock. I think he was the last person to have the ball, but he couldn't create a shot at the elbow. And
he had one shot that the guy didn't even jump. The guy just blocked the shit, didn't even jump. I think it was Thaddeus Young. Lance was racing against the shot clock, and Thaddeus was just like, don't even try it, dog.
He could have had at least like Mario in there to something, man. But as far as Fizz, I mean, he didn't have anybody, who stepped up tonight to meet the challenge for the Pacers. Cannon didn't do it.
No.
I guess he was mad at Mitch for rotation, but I mean, he has to learn through it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to have Mitch out there. He's only going to learn from it. I mean, you got Canner just getting eaten alive by Sabonis.
Sabonis gave him a piece of his own medicine, man. Sabonis gave him a taste of his own medicine tonight.
Yeah.
Mauled him. He was mauling everybody.
But as far as Tim Hardaway, man, you can't say nothing more, bad about that dude. Busted lip, came through, played a lot of minutes, was chasing through the screens, and Joseph and Oladipo was like, fighting through screens.
Yeah.
Timmy was getting bumped all night.
Joseph is a very underrated player. He's a very solid bench player.
Yeah.
Joseph is a very solid bench player.
But the only thing I would like to have seen Fizz do some type of screens to switch the rotations, because at the end of the shot clock, Oladipo is on Hardaway or Joseph is on Hardaway.
Yeah,
he should have at least did something to just some type of play drawn up to where Thaddeus might be on Hardaway or the center who was ever in the game.
I agree with you. Yeah.
So those rotations there, just to free up some space, because Timmy was getting tired.
He did all he could, and Ian Begley said tonight that Fizdale was basically saying that the offense got bogged down a little bit at the end. They weren't able to call out the plays like they usually do, blah blah blah. So. He attributed it to.
I know you guys got more calls, but I think Trier should have played point in the fourth, because he was breaking down the defense, either creating a shot for himself or someone else. Frank was he played. Frank had six dimes at one point, but Frank is so tender with his jump shot. Like, if you're gonna miss it, you're gonna miss it, but you gotta shoot it.
True
you
indeed.
Gotta shoot it with some confidence.
Indeed. And Luke, appreciate the call, man. And yo, he's right, JL. Tonight, let's be honest. Frank didn't have it tonight. You know what I mean? If there was one player that you could have sat down in the clutch, it could have been Frank. He could have put ISO out there and kept Mitch.
ISO was out there though. It's one of those things though. Like
a little too late though. I thought he was out there a little too late. Like, you could have gave Timmy some more scoring help. I get the caller's point.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. But it's like we still kind of, it's weird because you still need the defense too. Because it's a tricky situation. You wish you had more than 4 points from Frank though. I did like the assist, like you said. I think he finished the game with 7 assists. Towards the end, there was a few times I was just like, Timmy just needs some help. Because it was just like painfully obvious.
Yeah.
It was like, get the ball to Timmy or bust.
Right.
And I think that's why the offense got a little bogged down. We need to kind of run something else.
Yeah, Frank did finish with 7 dimes tonight, but he was 2 of 8 shooting. And we know this. When the offense starts to bog down, that's when Timmy starts taking the bad shots. And like I said, there was a period, I believe it was about 2 minutes left in the fourth. We were down by 3. Plenty of time to claw back with a couple, drives to the hole. Even Timmy could have done that. He takes a bad 3, and the Pacers were able to come back and make us pay for that. So,
yeah,
listen, man, can't win them all. It's a tough loss, but you like the fight, man. You like the fight.
Yeah, you like the fight, man. We was in it. We were in it.
We was in it.
It's a tough loss. We were in it. We fought to the end. Hopefully, we'll learn from this, and we'll keep it moving. And we'll get him win the next game, man.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to Doc Ross wants to talk about Dotson and Timmy. Doc, what you saying, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for having me again, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Good work on the show, y'all. I love it. CPJ Ellis. I'm going to try to be positive today, right? Because I realized watching the game tonight while we lost, right, I realized one thing. The Knicks are exciting to watch now.
Right.
I ain't feel this way in a minute, So we gotta look at that. It's entertaining, We're not losing like, man, what the hell we got here? We losing like, man, that was a good game,
Without
kind of thing.
Kristaps Porzingis and Kevin Knox, man, we are continuing to fight without our two guys, and I'm gonna say Knox is one of our guys.
Exactly, and
he's slated to be.
Even the announcers like, Jeff Van Gundy, he said some bull crap the other day. But now, like, you heard him tonight, he was just like, yo, the Knicks look good on defense. We are looking good, but we have to remember, we like the youngest or the second youngest team in the NBA, so we're going to have growing pains like this. But it's better to watch them now than when we had, like, Melo and veterans, and we were still losing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's different.
It's more exciting.
That's for sure, man. And like I said,
You know, so it's a
missing
different vibe. So I want to say that.
Knox,
But
I'm still impressed with the effort.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you know, just like, you know, Fife Dog came off on a low-end theory, man, that's how I felt about Dotson tonight. I'm like, man, this dude he coming into his own right now. You know what I'm saying?
Dotson, give
the
credit
stroke look good.
Dotson is earning it, man. And Fizdale was highly complimentary of him. Fizdale basically said, you know, with Dotson, we didn't give him anything. He earned it. That's what Fizdale said in the shoot-around yesterday. He said he's coming.
Exactly. And he's giving us what we need. He's playing a lot of defense and everything. Like, I thought Frank, you know, controlled the offense. And, you know, I mean, he didn't have, like everybody, like you guys said, he already didn't have a good shooting night. I'm not going to drum on the Lance Thomas thing. I do want to say, like, with the exception of that one bad shot that you touched on about Timmy, he's looking like a steal this season. He's looking like he's earning that $1 million contract that we was all complaining about in the preseason.
Tim wanted to take it on himself to be the leader of his team. I continue to say it. Give credit where credit is due. I was one of the criticizers. Everybody criticizes him for his bad shot selection. We know that, but he's playing like an all-star right now. You can't deny that he's playing like an all-star right now.
Yeah, he had 6 threes tonight, or what was it?
Seven threes. He ties it, or the career high.
Yes.
Career high, 7 threes, man. 7 for 11 efficient rifle. 10 for 19. He was 50% shooting. 10 for 10 in free throws.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I don't even blame.
And I don't want the chat to think.
Go ahead, Doc.
Go ahead. Sorry, Jairus. My bad.
Oh no, I don't even want to blame Tim Hardaway Jr. for like that even last shot though. I still kind of feel like we kept running that same kind of curl play all night long. And by the fourth quarter, it was like we had 2 plays to go to, and I feel like we need something else. I don't know if it's like the coach has to like implement more of the offense that he hasn't yet, but I just felt like we needed some help somewhere else, with whether the play calling or just somebody else being more confident to step up and do something else.
Hey, but get this right. We gonna have that when KP come back and Knox come back.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And that ain't gonna be an issue when KP come back.
Yeah,
that's the silver lining. That's the silver lining. You know, we doing all this without our 2 offensive weapons. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So a lot of it we making a lot out of a little right now.
Yeah, exactly. But like I guess it's because we're excited about them. I think there were 3 players that lost us the game. One, you know, we already talked about Lance. I ain't gonna be a dead horse.
Yeah.
The second culprit, Cantor, we talked about him. He can't. Man, this pick and roll defense dude, he about to make me throw my controller at the TV, right? But the third one nobody ain't talking about is Moutier Part 2, which is Hazonia. That dude, come on, man, make a shot. You know what I'm saying?
So he didn't really get that much minutes, though,
I ain't gonna let people blast. Lance, because even though Lance, he's looking bad out there. At least he looks like he's trying. Hazonia just looks like he doesn't belong in the NBA kind of thing. Like, you should have stayed in Lithuania somewhere like that. You know what I mean? Play with the Ball brothers or something like that. He don't even look good, dude. He had one good game, and everybody was like, yeah, man, maybe he'll come alive. But Super Mario, he ain't no Super Mario, dude. This dude looking like Luigi right now. You know what I'm saying?
They said he's looking like Wario, man. He looking like Wario.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like we can't dog Cantor. I mean, we can't dog Thomas and then let him slide because he's getting minutes too. He just ain't doing nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? I did like the way Trier come in. You know, Trier, he does his thing. Like I like Trier. And I like Thomas. They earning it, but not Thomas, Trier and Dotson. But I just wanted to focus on the positives tonight. Dotson, Timmy, the Knicks look good. Everybody else, we still got KP. We still got Knox coming back. Just enjoy the ride for right now. You know what I mean? And plus, we getting respect from the other NBA teams now. They coming in here. They ain't looking at us like we're an easy win. We pushing these teams.
Yeah.
You know.
I will say we look like a legit NBA team for most of the pretty much the damn whole game. I was like, okay, we toe to toe. This looked like a championship fight.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they were together. I mean, to have withstood Sabonis's monster first half and still come out of it tied. They were playing hard out there, man. Dotson was playing good defense. You know, the perimeter defense, we had Oladipo in check for the better part of 3 quarters. You know what I'm saying? And then, fourth quarter, he took over. And that's why he's one of the top players in the game.
Yo, that super step back, sometimes I'm like, yo, that got to be a travel. That got to be. Like, what? That step back he hit on Dotson, I was like, son, he started out below the foul line, and then he's damn near right by the 3-point.
Yeah, man. Oladipo, he hurt us, man. He's a good player, man. Give credit where credit is due. Shout out to everybody tonight. Wednesday night, Knicks. Tough loss in prime time to the Pacers, our former arch rivals. I mean, we're not really rivals no more, JLs. We're not rivals. But,
nah, it's not even.
Yeah, I still hate Reggie Miller, and I still hate Indiana Pacer Mark Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Knicks. Oh man, when Mark Jackson used to hit him with the X, JLs.
I hated the X, man. I hated that.
I felt like it was just a shot at LJ, man. I didn't like that, man. Mark used to try to give it to us, man, but
yeah, he did. Yeah, he definitely did.
KO came back and McBuckets. Yeah, it's funny because it was like a mini story about KO returned to the Garden. Nobody even cares. It was all about Von Lay. Von Lay has come in and completely put KO's memory on in the dustpan, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty much when you got a new girlfriend and.
Yeah, that's what KO was saying. Well, yeah, when we got a new guy, KO, you ain't it, man. You ain't it, man. And as soon as and we're gonna get to the player ratings in a second, but as soon as McBuckets came in the game, ISO just destroyed him.
Yeah,
ISO just saw blood as soon as and we know McBuckets game, man. We know McBuckets game. ISO just came in and exposed him.
Yeah, man. He brought it to him, man.
Yeah.
He shot. He was crazy tonight. I think he shot like something like 85% from the field, dog.
Who, ISO?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to the box scores and see what everybody got into.
ISO was getting it in, yo.
Yeah, man. Once again, shout out to the chat. Hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you feel in the stream. If you like, it's a tough loss, but if you want to support us, man, just hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up. And, we greatly appreciate it. Also, we have Alex Collins is in the chat. He's sending out a link. If you guys have questions in the chat, sometimes you can't see every question or comment in the chat. So if you guys have questions, just click that link, type in your question, and I'll see it on my end, and we'll try to get to some of those questions as well.
Yo, shout out to S Parker over here. Shout out to, they call me Tack, was good, man.
Tack, what's going on all the way in Oakland? Yeah. Shout out to Tack.
Yeah, and Ricky D, what's good, man?
Facts. Michael Parker with the super chat. Always, Michael Parker, we appreciate you. He says, unfortunately, this is the main reason that Canner will not get a new deal. Canner is a defensive liability, and Canner, without his rebounding ability, is basically Darko Milicic. Damn. Michael Parker with the serious downgrade called him Darko.
That's a little far.
Yeah, salute Darko. Darko can't come to can't come to the cookout. Nah, he can't. Darko can't come to the cookout, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mikal on Periscope said Fitz said they ran the plays wrong.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what he said. He said they ran the plays wrong. And people say my video's a bit delayed. My fault about that, but it should catch up. All right, Jails. Let's get to the player ratings on the night. I got the box score open. Let's get to it. Noah Vonleh tonight, 14 points, 10 rebounds, double for Noah. 1 for 2 from three-point land, 4 for 6 on the night, 3 blocks, 4 dimes, 2 steals. Yeah, he was -4, but what are you giving Noah Vonleh tonight, man? 1 to 10, what are you giving Noah Vonleh?
Giving him an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. I'm gonna give him an 8, man. I agree. Like I said, KO who? You know.
Yeah, man. He did everything for us.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, to keep it a buck, I never really watched this dude before he got here. I know when we got him and we did our reactions and our live streams when we got him, a lot of people was trashing the pickup. You know, Ron Cleveland, I remember Ron Cleveland was like, this is not moving the needle for me. But, I mean, listen, what more do you want this guy to do? This guy's been playing well, man.
Yeah, he's doing everything for us, man. And he's a steal right now. He definitely needs to be locked up long term. Points, rebounds, blocks, give me defense. Sometimes he makes defensive plays sometimes out of nowhere, where it seems like he's beat, but somehow he kind of scraps and stops the defender, the offensive player somehow. I'm just like, yo, how did he do that? I love this guy, man. He's a tough, hard-nosed player.
He's tough. He's tough, man. Starts the break. Has a decent handle, good enough handle to bring the ball up the court.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, man. Noah Vonleh definitely gets an 8. Let's go to Money Mitch. 18 minutes, no points, 2 blocks, 4 rebounds tonight for Money Mitch. What are you giving Mitch tonight? Only 1 foul. Didn't even use any of his bullets. What are you giving Money Mitch?
Mitch is a tricky one. I'm gonna give him a 6.5. Nah. He did better than 6.5.
I give Mitch a 5. I give Mitch a 5. He wasn't that impactful tonight.
Yeah.
I thought first half he was okay. And then he didn't really get that much burn, to be that effective in the second half. So
I just like the shots he was changing. And I just like the shots he was changing. And I wanted him to rebound a little bit more. He seemed like he had his hands on a lot of rebounds, but couldn't quite secure them. But 6.5. I'll stay with that.
Okay. Let's go to Frank, the French Prince. 33 minutes tonight. Tops, 33 minutes. 2 for 8 shooting. 4 points, 7 dimes. 2 turnovers. What are you giving Frank tonight?
He's a tricky one too, because I love the dimes that he gave. He had some really good passes.
He had some good passes out there.
His shooting was off though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a C. I'm gonna give him a 6.5.
I give Frank a 6. I give him a 6 for the dimes, but I thought we needed a little bit more scoring. We needed a little bit more aggressiveness out there from him. He didn't have it tonight. We give credit where credit is due, and we'll criticize where it's necessary as well. Frank didn't have it tonight, but I give him a 6 for the 7 assists. All right, whole team dot 32 minutes. 13 points, 3 boards, 2 of 4 from 3-point land. What are you giving Dotson?
I'm giving my guy 7.5.
I give Dot a 7. I thought he had a timely 3-pointer in the fourth quarter. And Dot, the 3-point play that he had at the end of the third, where we scored and he rips the inbound and then gets the 3-point play. Solid hustle by Dotson.
Yeah, I started. I was like, yo, pre-Gioni, is that you? That's what I was thinking when you did that.
Yeah, solid defensive effort by Dotson. Can't say enough about him. Since he's been in the starting lineup, straight double digits in points every game.
Yeah,
double digits in points every game. So, great job there by Dotson.
He's looking like a keeper, 45% from the field too.
Absolute keeper.
Gotta love that, man.
This guy is gonna be part of our core, man. I'm telling you, he's part of the core.
Better be.
Tim Hardaway Jr., 38 minutes, 50% shooting from the night. What more could you ask for? 10 of 19, 7 of 11 from 3-point range. Hit all his free throws, 10 of 10. Knicks as a team did very well at the free throw line. 37 points for Timmy. 5 turnovers. Obviously, the 3 in the fourth was costly. What are you giving Timmy tonight?
I don't want to quite give him a 9. I feel like 8's too low. I'm gonna give him like an 8.6, 7. I'm gonna
give him an 8. The only reason I don't give him a 9 is because we lost, and like I said, I saved the 10s for them crazy games. So I'm gonna give him an 8. We knock off one for the turnovers, and we lost the game. But other than that,
career high 7 threes is why I give him that little.
Okay. Career high 7 threes. All-star year. He's having an all-star year. Let's get this guy to Charlotte, man. We got to bring Timmy to Charlotte and get down there for the all-star game, man. Bring Timmy to Charlotte, man.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean? Mario Hezonja, 13 minutes. 7 boards, 3 points for Mario. 1 of 5 shooting. What are you giving Mario?
See, that's the guy I'm giving like a 5.
Yeah.
That's the guy I'm giving a 5.
Mario's looking more like Wario, man. He's looking more like...
The Luigi joint, I was like, that's such an obvious joke. How come I never thought?
Nah, but Luigi was cool, though. That's why I didn't go with Doc Ross. I didn't go with Doc Ross on that because Luigi is cool. I like Luigi. I used to play as Luigi in Super Mario 2.
Oh, so you took offense to that?
Yeah. Nah, Super Mario 2, Luigi was it. You know what I mean?
He can be told, whatever.
Yeah. I give Mario like a 3, man. I'm not really a fan of this guy so far.
I give him the 5 for the rebounds.
Okay. All right. You're generous. Hey, +5 on the night for whatever that's worth. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah. It's like
those plus-minuses sometimes be a little deceiving.
Yeah, it is deceiving.
Man.
It is deceiving.
Because sometimes it's like who you in court with. And
it's a very deceiving stat. But you take it all into consideration. Lance, 16 minutes, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. I'm giving Lance a 2. I gave Mario a 3. I'm giving Lance a 2.
I'm giving him a 2.
Highly ineffective in more minutes.
Yeah, 2.
Lance just ain't cutting it, but he's a nice guy.
Yeah. What are you doing? That's what I was saying.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
It's time for Isaiah Hicks. I can't believe I'm saying that, J. Ellis, but it might be time.
Yeah, man. Yo, it's Hicks tape today, man. It's Hicks tape.
Hicks tape.
That's the new hashtag for this season. Hashtag Hicks tape. There you go.
Facts. And it's not so menace tonight. 21 minutes, 7.6 boards, 2 dimes, 3 for 11 on that night.
Yikes! I feel like he got hacked a few times today.
Those ain't all-star numbers, Ennis.
Nah, that's not it.
That ain't it, man.
Nah, that's not it.
So what are you giving Ennis tonight?
Damn, that's like I'm giving him a 4.
Yeah, I'll give him a 4. I think it's about right. He earned it. 7.6 boards, but Sabonis just ripped him. He ripped him. I'll give him a 4.
Yeah.
And that's being generous. You know what I mean? Because we'll give him extra points for having an off night.
Yeah, off night, the rebounds, I guess.
Exactly. All right, let's go. Trigger, 14 points, 14 minutes. 6 points, 2 dimes for Trigger, 2 for 5 on the night. I mean, he wasn't really effective on anything. But what are you giving Trigger tonight?
I'm gonna give him a 6 because I don't think he did super good, but I don't think he did super bad.
Yeah, he wasn't terrible, but he's also not playing that much minutes. I mean, Frank got twice as much minutes than him, and ISO got more minutes than him.
Yeah, exactly.
I give Trey a 5. It wasn't bad. It was just
I feel like he did better than Mario, so I'm gonna give him a 5.
He definitely did better than Mario. All right, let's go ISO. 23 minutes, 14 points, 3 boards, 1 block, 6 or 7 from the field. What are you giving ISO tonight?
Jeez, ISO might be kind of flying under the radar a little bit.
Yeah. I give ISO a 6. I give him a 6. Maybe even a 7. Maybe even a 7. Yeah.
I was contemplating 7.5 too.
Yeah.
Like you shoot 85% from the field.
Yeah.
You getting like clutch layups in crunch time. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe 7.5.
Yeah, I give ISO a 7, man. What a pickup, man. We gotta applaud this management, man.
Yeah,
we gotta applaud this management. ISO
due diligence, man.
Yeah, we gotta applaud this management, man. ISO, he was a steal in the draft.
That step back is filthy.
Yeah.
Works almost every damn time.
Facts.
I'm like, y'all don't see that stat report? You know he's doing a step back once he's dancing in the middle.
Yeah, man. ISO Cook McBuckets. Definitely good pickup by the front office.
Definitely
and
dinner tonight.
Yeah, McNuggets tonight. ISO turned him into McNuggets, man. Yeah, man.
Have you had jailbreak today?
Facts. So that was the player rating. Shout out to everybody in the chat for participating. We're gonna get back to the phones. Let's go to the chat questions. They call me Tax. Says, what in your opinion was the single biggest misstep by the Knicks in tonight's game? What do you think?
The single biggest. Jeez, man, I don't even think it was a misstep. I just feel like they took it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I don't feel like it was. I don't feel like there was like one big thing that. I just feel like Victor Oladipo
He took it.
He just took it. He's not just an offensive guy. He's a defensive guy. And when the game was on the line, he locked down Tim Hardaway Jr. and he got crucial steals at the end of the game in winning time minutes.
I agree. I agree. I think I don't think you could really put it on one certain thing. I think you give credit more so to them making more plays. Between Corey Joseph and Oladipo, they were solid. They were solid down the stretch on both ends. Oladipo with 2 strips on Timmy. What's his name? Former 76er. What's his name? The guy that he's always played the same way ever since he came in the league. You know what I'm talking about, man. Veteran guy. Used to play for the Nets. Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young stripped Timmy as well. Yeah. So, he had 3 costly turnovers in the fourth. He had 1 bad shot in the fourth. And Oladipo, again, slips Frank on that air ball, second chance shot. Yeah. They find him in the corner, and he buries a 3, and that was a dagger. So, those are a couple of things. It was just a comedy of errors. Yeah, and the better team, the more experienced team, took that game. They took the game when the game was to be had.
Sometimes though those air balls are hard to. Sometimes those air balls are harder to rebound because you just don't know where the hell that's going.
Yeah, yeah. That's just how it goes. One more question in the chat. They said Derrick Rose went off for 50. Derrick Rose dropped 50 ducats tonight. Salute to Derrick Rose.
Wow.
Give credit where credit is due. We'll applaud him. You know what I mean? We'll definitely applaud Derrick Rose tonight. He can't come to the cookout. Nah. He can't come to the once a Nick always a Nick cookout. But I will say that they brought him in here under like silly circumstances and trying to force feed that triangle shit on him, and that wasn't his game. And he went back to his old coach. He's healthy, So give credit to him, man. So salute to Derrick Rose, 50 points.
50 points, man.
Impressive.
Hopefully he stays healthy. That's what it is.
Indeed, man. All right, let's go back to the phones. Q wants to talk about the defense. He says the defense tonight was trash. J. Ellis. Q, what's good, man?
Yo, fellas, what's good, man?
What's good, man? Q?
It's a little sad. Man, I wanted
it's
that
a different
win,
Q
man.
tonight. It's a different
man.
Q tonight. It's a different Q tonight, man.
It was tough, man.
Yo, the chat. Knicks Nation is getting on me about Frank because they know that's my guy right now. They coined him my guy. What's up with that?
They attached you to Frank, bro?
Man, they were killing me, man, before y'all got on, talking about, yo, Q, what's up with Frank? I'm like, man, he had a bad night, man.
That's my guy, too, yo. Frank is my guy, too. Frank is my guy, too.
Yeah, he had a bad night, man. It is.
That's my guy, Frank, man. He had a bad night. He can't have a bad night. Come on, yo.
I'm with you, too. I'm with you, man.
But, yo, I hope he bounced back, on the real when it comes to Frank, because, man, he's got all the tools to be great. He just Frank got to be aggressive offensively. That's the key.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny, fellas? And I want y'all to explore this for me. You know how we won the Atlanta game in the preseason? We were aggressive defensively, moving all over the place, hands flying, legs flying.
Mm-hmm.
We seem slow now. We're not aggressive defensively. I see them trying, but, they just don't seem like they have that spunk, that energy that we had. Is it Fizz doing that, making them tired? What's going on, man?
Yeah, Jay.
I want to see that.
I think it's just the team, man. The Pacers are shooting 50% this season from the field.
You got to give credit, man. They're a top offensive team, man. Yeah, that was really going to test our defense tonight,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the paint, fellas. Come on, man. The paint was atrocious. We got to do something about that.
Yeah. Yeah, now listen, they executed their game plan and they exposed us. But I thought on the perimeter, we were pretty good in the first half. I thought we did pretty good.
Yeah, but just getting around the, how Frank gets around the screens and everything. Even he seemed a little lackadaisical on it.
Yeah.
And maybe it was Indiana's offense, but they just were picking and rolling all day, man. We got to have the bigs step up or something.
They were killing us. Well,
Switches was trash.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Yo, pick and roll it bedevils a lot of teams, not just the Knicks, man. And the Pacers just ran it effectively and exposed, especially Canner, our weakest defender. You know, they had a good game plan tonight, man, and they exposed us.
They did the same thing last season, dog. The same thing to us last season. Pick and roll us to death.
Man, I love Canner. Yo, Jay Ellis, I love Canner like you do, but he's got to get out the paint now, man. He's done. He's not going to be on the Knicks' future, man. He just can't play D. Mario. They cannot. Fizz is a defensive coach. They can't play D. I don't care what they do. They got 2 left feet.
Yeah, well, I think obviously, you know, this is just what it's going to look like until Kevin Knox comes back. You know what I'm saying? And until KP comes back,
free Knox.
That's just how you're going to have to deal with that second unit defensively is too clunky. It's too many liabilities out there.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I don't know. I feel like we're going to struggle with the bigger guys in general anyway, those bigger, bulkier guys in general. I think we're going to struggle. Even with KP back, I feel like we're going to struggle with those type of bruisers.
And appreciate the call, Q. Nah, you're right, J. Ellis. You're right. Listen, we said it all year, man. Our interior presence, our paint presence is definitely going to be our weakness. You can't count on Mitchell Robinson to be, you know, that guy every night. You know, he's still young. Some nights he's going to have highs. Some nights he's going to have lows. Some nights he's going to be average. Some nights he might not play. Like you saw what Fizdale did. I'm not sure why he didn't play, but you know, you can't expect our paint protection to be good until KP comes back. That's just what it is.
And on the Frank front too, Frank, like I said earlier this season, his aggressiveness is going to go in and out, man. It's going to go in and out.
Mm-hmm.
I said it like last week. He's going to have games. It's going to be like either every other game is going to be aggressive then unaggressive, aggressive, unaggressive. And I feel like towards the end of the season, it's going to start to click even more. You're going to start to be more consistent.
Yeah. I mean, listen, with the lineup that we have right now, there's a trade-off, right? This starting 5 is a prototypical. This is Fizdale's vision, right? This is his defenders. It's Frank. It's Dotson. Yeah, Timmy's not a good defender, but he's your best offensive weapon. You have to have him out there by default. Then you're gonna have Vonleh, who's playing good defense, and you're gonna have Money Mitch, who's your paint protection. Those are your 4 out of your 5 best defenders on the team.
Yeah, it's like the poor 76ers type of lineup.
So the second unit of Trey, who's a bad defender, Trier, who's average, Canner, who's bad, Mario, who's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Lance, who is supposed to be average, but he's below average this year. You know that lineup is gonna get beat up a lot, just by default.
Yeah, like I said, like you keep saying, when KP comes back, we'll at least we'll have 2 defenders in the second unit.
Exactly. Exactly, man. So, listen, man, we still encourage. Listen, whenever the team has a game within reach like this, you want them to win. Even though you may not expect them to win, you want them to win when they have the game within reach. And but it was a good lesson for them.
Yeah, let's get this next one, man. Who we got next?
We have Friday night Knicks. We got our party on Friday, man, against the Mavs. We got Luka Doncic.
Yeah, let's do it.
We got to go up against Dennis Smith Jr. and Luka Doncic, man.
That's going to be interesting.
Who's guarding Luka Doncic?
That's got to be Frank.
Yeah, you think so? Well, no, Frank. Yeah, maybe you put Dot on DSJ. You put Timmy on DSJ.
Mm-hmm.
Luka's a beast, man.
Man.
Above the Rim says, do you think KO will come back after getting 200,000 more from the pay? Nah, I think the KO days are done. KO's finished.
Done.
KO made the wrong mistake. Made the wrong move. And now he's not even playing. You didn't even see KO in the game. And when he did play, he sucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Got that turnover. Thanks to Frank and Dot.
Anthony Connolly says, are we a playoff team with KP and Knox back next year or later this year? Well, if the question is next year, I mean, you can't answer for next year. I mean, the team, you don't even know what the team's going to finish as or look like next year.
I feel like we'll make the playoffs next year.
It's possible if we get depending on who we get in the draft and who we get in free agency, it's definitely possible.
I'm hoping. I mean, I'm seeing our players developing this year. We're taking a little step. We get KP back.
Yeah,
hovering around 500. last year with KP. Although KP's gonna have to rework himself into being a productive offensive player and stuff.
Yeah, and a durable player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think next season though, we'll be back.
Facts. Michael Parker says, "What's the status for ISO in regards to a G League assignment, and is that other teams can potentially? Is it true that other teams can potentially sign him outright?" I didn't hear that. Did you hear that, JL? So I don't think you can get taken off a two-way contract from another team. Did you hear that?
I believe you. I don't think you can either.
We'll find out. We'll find out from Knicks Film School. We'll hit up JB.
Yeah.
And see what's up. I didn't hear that, but I'm not too sure, so I don't want to answer yes or no.
I'm leaning towards no.
Facts.
I think we're fine. I think if he was straight up in the G League by himself, on the G League, I think it'd be something different.
Yeah. But essentially on the two-way, he can only stay with the main club for 45 days max. I think the G League is getting started soon, so I think you probably will see him go down so that he doesn't max out all his days.
Yeah, unless we end up moving Courtney Lee or somebody.
Unless we end up moving Courtney Lee for some picks. That's the only way you see ISO up with the main club for the rest of the time. Because go ahead.
Oh yeah, essentially though, I think we have until like mid-December until his 45 days up, probably like around the 20th, 26th, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Till we have to like send him down.
Until we got to make a move. Let's go to Nathan. Nathan was waiting for a minute. My fault, Nathan. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, guys? Good evening. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
Yeah. So before I get to my points, I just want to give a quick shout out to Derrick Rose. What an unbelievable game he had today with 50 points. This man works hard every day.
Shout out to D Rose, man. D Rose, he's healthy.
Yeah.
You know, we give credit where credit is due. We applaud him, man. Applaud D Rose because he bounced back. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So for tonight's game, for the Knicks standpoint, we need to learn how to close out the games because most of these games we played this year, we've been close with other teams, but we don't know how to finish. So they need to find better ways to finish the game and work as a team to get better shots and then listening to the coach more with his game plan. So I think if they can do that, then they'll be fine with the closing out the games. But in my opinion, I think we need to close out the games more better.
Yeah, but that's a young team for you, right?
Yeah, that's a young team thing, man.
That's a young team for you. You know, it looked like they ran out of gas.
Right.
They didn't execute, and the Pacers are a playoff contender. Maybe not a realistic one, but anything's possible in the East. They're going to be a top team, and they showed you how to close. You know, they showed you how to close, man. Go ahead.
Do you think that at some point in the season, if Mario and Mario doesn't work out, do you think there's a potential release over there, or like a trade him somewhere else, or release if it doesn't pan out?
I feel like he'll just expire because if he doesn't turn out, then I don't think what value you're gonna get for him unless it's gonna be somebody.
Yeah, ain't nobody trading for him. His value stinks right now. He stinks.
He'll just expire.
Yeah.
Facts, man. Facts. All right, Nathan. Appreciate the call, man. Sorry to keep you waiting, man. But, it's tough. Appreciate it, though, bro. All right, that was Nathan. Ace, what's good, Ace? Ace wants to talk about the fourth quarter rotations. Ace, what's going on?
What's good, man? It's a tough one to lose, man.
Ace, man. Tough. Were you crying? Ace, you good, man?
Yeah, he sounded like he was crying.
Ace took this one. He took this one rough.
I'm gonna pour some out for Timmy tonight. But let's jump into this fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all why we lost. We lost because of Fizz, man. Fizz was the reason. I'm gonna explain why.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point in the game where I think we was up 4 points, and Indiana called the timeout in the fourth. Or was it 5 we was up? We was up something. Indiana called the timeout. At that moment, that was when Fizz was supposed to pull out Frank and put in Trey and let Trey play. Because that's when Tim Hardaway started slowing down, like running out of gas.
Yeah.
Timmy needed help tonight.
He needed help.
And he put him in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Jay. I think Fizz, he has to have a good pulse for the game and how these players are. I mean, he's still learning them. You know, maybe he just wanted to give Frank that closing experience, but
you don't know.
Yeah, when you saw Timmy running out of gas, I thought it would have been a good idea to let ISO get in there and try to help out a little bit. Earlier than he did.
Because
Earlier than he
like
did, put him in.
I felt like Indy didn't even know about ISO because every time ISO got the ball, he scored on them, and they was just shocked. Like,
well, they started with putting McBuckets on him, and that was a bad idea. You know that's Matador D right there, and he trashed McBuckets. Yeah.
Yeah, he was cooking him.
Yeah, McBuckets is trash, man. We knew McBuckets. that was one overrated dude, man.
He did the same thing to then he did he started off hot and then he started cooling off and you never heard of shooting no damn three again.
Facts. But yeah, now they call me Texas. This ain't on Tim. Nah, this not on Tim. I'm not putting it on Tim, man. I'm not putting it on Tim. I'll put it more on the Pacers taking it than Tim losing for it. He ain't losing for it.
Y'all bugging.
Yeah.
That's just hate, man. That's just hate putting on Tim. Yo, this might have been the best game of Tim's career tonight. Man. Look at this percentage.
It's between this one and the one, the bounce back game that he had against the Raptors last year. When he just went crazy. After they dusted us. Yeah, when he went crazy on the Raptors. It's one of them two games. It's one of them two games, man.
What about the last game? I like this all-around game. Last game, we had the assist with the scoring and the rebounding.
Yeah, that last game was good too.
Yeah, but the last game though, his percentage was kind of bad. The last game though, I'm saying as far as like all around this game, I felt like it was good.
You're right.
Yeah. Nah, true indeed, man. All right, Ace, man. Yo, pour one out for us tonight, man. We'll check you Friday, man. Yo, Ace, you coming to the party on Friday?
Yeah,
or you in the area or not?
What party on Friday? Friday?
Yeah, we're doing a watch party this Friday in the city by Penn Station at this bar by Penn Station. I'm not sure if you're local, but yeah, if you are, man, come through 8 o'clock for the Knicks Mavs game.
All right, I'll see what I'm doing. If I ain't doing nothing, I'll pull up.
All right, yeah, come through, man. Peace.
All right, man.
All right. That was Ace Bears. We got Reg, Josh, Ronnie. We're going to get to you guys for sure. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Still chatting. Who's Mark came in here. Who's Mark is going off. He's tight right now. Who's Mark is vexed right now, JL's, about this loss, man.
That's to be expected. It's tough.
To be expected. Shout out to everybody else. Alfredo's in here. Ron, Lily Phillips, SS Television always in here. Above the Rim. Kareem Maloney calling from Barbados. Yeah, man. Yeah, if any new people, give me a hashtag new so we can shout you out. Shout out KnicksFanTV Dave. Shout out Alex for sure. Who's Mark? Nick Reyes. What's going on, Nick? Yeah, man. How we looking on Facebook, JL? Any comments we need to get to there?
Yeah, Facebook is not really. Let's see.
All right, while you check on.
Yeah, nothing really happening. Somebody asked why didn't we double Sabonis early and take out the ball, because Sabonis wasn't really like, you can't really double Sabonis unless like you double people who have the ball at the top of the key, right? You can't really. I mean, I guess you can send a double off the pick, but then you leave an open 3-pointers. So
yeah, somebody's gonna be open. Somebody's gonna be open. You just gotta live with him, doing work, and hopefully he misses. But they just had no answer for him.
Yeah, all right. You can't really double him if you don't have the ball either, because then that's just like a defensive violation. So
facts. All right, Reg wants to talk about Reg using the bathroom. Reg want to talk about Lance.
He was like, that game ain't shit.
Yeah, we had Reg on for so long. He had to use the bathroom. My bad, Reg, man. What's going on, bro?
It's popping with you. Listen, only three things. Big things I want to get at you about. Yo, what's up? My thing is this. I think Fizz did a good job. I think he coached his ass. I thought he coached his ass off. I knew that we was going to struggle down the stretch because he had to bring Timmy in at the end of the third.
Yeah.
That's usually not the rotation. Because he had to bring him in at the end of the third, I'm trying to figure out, is he going to bring him back out or is he going to let him play the whole game? He had to let him play the whole game. He didn't have nobody giving him a breather off the ball. That's why he turned the ball over 3 times.
Yeah.
If Frank would have played, played more aggressive with the ball, he didn't even have to score, but be more efficient with the ball, Timmy wouldn't have had those turnovers because Frank would have had the ball.
Yeah, Frank.
Another thing I wanted to say
he wasn't
was that
aggressive enough tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, Frank. I think Frank had to be a lot more aggressive, and that's what really messed us up.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he did his thing. He showed out. Lance, I was sitting there thinking, why the hell is Lance in the game? Get Lance out the game. But then I started to say to myself, Mitch didn't really show nothing on that pick and roll defense. He was getting killed the same way Cannon was getting killed. And if you notice, they kept trying to get Mitch those alleys that kept getting stolen.
Yeah.
So Mitch couldn't give us no offense, and he didn't give us no defense.
Right.
So now I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's why Lance is in the game, because at least the bonus, he ain't killing us like he was killing us. Because Lance was able to get up under him. So I understood then why he was in the game. But my thing was that down the stretch like that, we needed Frank to grab that ball and settle us down. Let Tim Hardaway get a couple of breathers up and down the court so he didn't feel like he had to do everything.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't find it. You see, Dot tried to get the ball. He tried to dribble. He can't take nobody off the bounce. He started looking a little suspect.
Yeah.
Well, that's where Frank had to go ahead and tell Dot, look, Dot, you set up or you come off a screen. I'm going to get you the ball. Timmy, you take it easy. I'm going to run the show. That never happened. And that's where we started to fall apart. Timmy got tired. We fell apart. But I thought we played good. I thought this was one of the best games I watched.
Definitely.
And it's a real big learning experience.
Definitely.
But Frank, I remember I called before and told me Frank got to give him a chance. I'm definitely giving him a chance because he definitely is showing a little bit. But he got to stay aggressive. He got to stay aggressive, especially coming down the stretch like that. Because Timmy was cooking. But he tried to do too much at the end, and he got gassed. And he just couldn't do no more.
True indeed.
That's it, fellas. Yep.
Thanks, Rich. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was pivotal, man.
Yeah. You know, tonight we could have gotten some more from Frank, man. We could have gotten some more. You know, he came off 2 good games. And listen, hopefully he learns from it. Hopefully he learns from it and sees the mistakes that he made out there. You know.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like when the time was ticking down and Dotson couldn't take I think it was Victor off the dribble and he passed it to Lance. With the time going down, I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, pass it back to Frank, not Lance. Like, no. Like, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, that wasn't the move, Jay Ellis. That was not the move, man.
Not it.
Yeah, but he'll learn. He'll learn, man. Yo, I think we got somebody in the chat. Shout out to all the new guys. I think we got somebody in here from Serbia tonight. Okay. 6 a.m. in Serbia. Shout out to, let me get this guy's name. And we're going to get to the phones and wrap up. Shout out to, what's this guy's name? I'm about to find him. Marco. Oh, here it is. Shout out to Marco Stoyanov. 6 a.m. in Serbia checking in with us. Shout out to that guy, man. He loves the show. Shout out to everybody worldwide if you're watching the show, man. It means a lot to us that you guys are tuning in. And Knicks fans as well, man. That's incredible. That's incredible. All right, let's go back to the phones. Jay Ellis, we got all right, we spoke to Reg. All right, we got Josh in New Mexico, and then Ronnie's on deck. Josh, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's good, fellas? How are y'all?
Good, man. Are you living in New Mexico, or are you just from New Mexico?
Oh, I live in New Mexico, brother.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's the area code. 505 is New Mexico.
Yeah, my dad baby become a Knicks fan. Like he would tell me a bunch of Knicks stories as a baby. So
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to your pops, man. He's a G, man. Yo, what the hell do you guys do in New Mexico, bro?
Well, what we're doing? Well, we don't really do anything. And in the town I live in, we don't really do nothing. But last year for my middle school team, I had 15.6 points, so that was pretty cool.
Okay.
And our colors are orange and blue too.
Okay. All right. Well, way to rep all the way in the West, man. That's what's up, man. What's your question tonight?
All right. Okay. So first off, all glory to God because He's the reason why I'm here.
Absolutely.
But my question is, what NBA All-Star do you think that we could get in the summer that could gel with Kevin Knox and Kristaps Porzingis? Like, what NBA All-Star do y'all think that could actually gel?
Man,
I mean, I would have to say his name rhymes with Kevin Durant.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean?
That's the best case scenario.
You know, I mean, listen, Josh, man, you sound like a young kid, but me and Jay Ellis about the same age, and we've been watching the Knicks since early '90s, man, and probably around the time he was just being born. We need to see a championship, man. You know what I mean? So if we talk All-Stars, we want the best. We want the best, man.
I got you.
I don't even know who else is on the list. Kevin Durant.
That's it. Kevin Durant. You know what? You know what though?
Kyrie Irving.
and thanks for the call, Josh. Thanks for the call. You know what though? Yo, Kawhi Leonard is busting right now, bro. He's killing it right now.
Oh, I forgot about Kawhi Leonard. I would love Kawhi on this.
Yeah.
My thing with Kawhi was I want to see him healthy for a full year before I want him any. But we'll see. Yeah. I would love Kawhi on. Yo, that's my other guy. We would love.
Yeah, yo, he put Ben Simmons. He put Ben Simmons in the straitjacket last night, man.
If he's healthy full year, I want Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. Yo, we need a championship, JL. So I need a championship. I need orange and blue. I need this.
I need that.
Definitely. Yo, bro, if we win the championship, I'm gonna stand on a marquee with a flag. I'm gonna probably get locked up that night. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And you're gonna see me. You're gonna see me in the front page of the paper with the flag.
Oh hell yeah!
Draped over the marquee.
What? Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna be standing on top of the marquee, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the orange blue face paint half and half.
I'm gonna be 65 years old with a cane. Oh, you know what I mean? John Starks Jr. leading us to the championship, man.
I'll be ecstatic, man. I'm calling out work for the week.
Let's go back to the phones. Ronnie from Manhattan, he wants to talk about the positives tonight. Ronnie, what's going on, man?
Let's do it.
Hey, what's up, CP? What's up, Jay Ellis? How y'all doing, man?
What's going on, man? This your first time calling?
How you doing today? No, I called before.
Okay. Yeah, sound familiar, man.
Yeah. You know, man, I wanted to say something, man. You know, there's several things I want to say. It's something we gotta all realize that one, this is the youngest team in the NBA right now. Mm-hmm. Number two, they don't have no top tier players. Okay. Number three, you have players that are still getting used to one another, still learning how to play together against other good teams. And this team is going to grow, but people have to be patient. Every player in the NBA got issues. Everyone has a lacking in some area. You know, like everybody gets on cancer, but the board is the beast on the board. Everybody loves Mitch. You know. But the thing about it, the boy is light. You know, they get be pushed around. So what I like about Fitz is that he utilizes everybody's, things that they can do well and their deficiencies. And he mix-match them up so this way that they could be productive on the court. This is why you lose to Boston by 2 points. We don't have a top-tier player.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Who they got?
Yeah, you know what? That's a fact, Ray. That's a fact, man. And you're not wrong. You're absolutely right on all your points. But I think it's human nature, man. Because yes, we know it's a rebuilding team. Yes, we know it's a young team. Yes, we know we missing our top dogs. But when the games are within reach, Ronnie, sorry. When the games are within reach, man, you want that W, man. You forget about all of that because you feel like we could have had it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
And that's the learning process. Yeah. Hey man, when I was coming up in Brownsville, we used to play against the old boys. And the old boys used to give us they used to kick our butts. Mm-hmm. But you know what? After a while, we took it to them. And then we start ruling the court.
Right.
You know? Yeah. And that's what's happening with the Knicks right now. Sooner or later, you're going to see these guys rule the courts. Watch.
It's true. It's true. And then, like you said, it happens, in the NBA. Everybody had to get over, that team. All the great teams had to get over that great team, before they became great. Jordan had to get through the Pistons. You know what I mean? Isaiah had to get through the Celtics and, things like that. That's just how it goes, man. And, you're right. They're a young team.
Do you remember?
Go ahead.
Do you remember when was playing with, Orlando Woolridge, he was getting his behind whooped.
Yeah.
I can't tell you by everybody. But you know what? Somebody wound up with 6 championships, didn't they?
Yeah. That took
So,
when they got Scotty,
I don't know.
things changed, man. Things changed, man.
When they got players. But that's what happens, man. Give them time, man. Vince is doing a great job. And I just want everybody to get off of Frank. Frank is a poor man, mo cheeks.
Yeah.
He's not going to wow you. People expect him to play like, super excitement. No, he's a steady player. He doesn't have to be flashy. He just got to be Frank. This is Frank. This is a player that we have who knows how to create the tempo for the game, for the floor. He had 2 turnovers tonight, but he had 0 the last game.
Yeah, 0 the
You know
last
what I
game.
mean?
0 the last game, yeah.
I tell you, it's not easy holding Oladipo. It ain't easy holding this kid. You needed DD, you need Dot, you needed Frank, and you needed Timmy to hold this guy. And Timmy's dragging his lips all up and down the court. Come on.
Listen.
You try playing ball, breathing out of your mouth through the whole game, and your lips are hurting. And still like the team is scoring. Come on, give this team some props, y'all. They young, they playing hard. I get upset when they give up. If they give up,
true.
I get depressed.
True, yeah. True.
Like that Miami game.
Like that Miami game.
CP, Jay Ellis, thank you for letting me give you guys a shout out. I really appreciate you guys, man. It's good to talk to y'all, man.
Absolutely.
Y'all have a blessed evening.
Absolutely, Ronnie, man, and be sure to call back, man. We appreciate it. Yeah, you gotta love when the old heads call, man. You gotta look because he's dropping Orlando Woolridge, Mo Cheeks.
Word, giving us all the perspective.
All the perspective, man. I like that, man. I like when the older heads call in and give us that perspective. We got a couple more calls and we're gonna wrap up. Did I see something like ISO sisters in here? Is that true? Is the chat just going crazy? Somebody said ISO Zo sisters in the chat.
A word?
Yeah, somebody confirm that. ISO Zo sister in here? I don't know. SS Television just talking. I'm not sure.
Remember we did see ISO was looking at the program on?
Yeah. ISO definitely watched that the night he went off in that preseason game. He definitely watched on Periscope. Yeah. Money Mitch saluted the video that we made of him in the last game as well. Money Mitch definitely, I tweeted that out. He definitely hit us with the like on that one. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, shout out to them. ISO and Money Mitch are definitely friends of the program. Along with Trigger Trey Burke. Didn't you give Trey Pops his bag? You give Trey Burke Pops his bag?
Yeah, he actually hit me up just now, actually.
Okay. Yeah. All right, yeah. Shout out Benji Burke. If you watch it, shout out Benji Burke, man. All right, let's wrap up. We got Frankie up next, and then Watts is gonna close us out. So Frankie, what's going on? He wants to talk about Lance and Mario.
Yeah, what's up, fellas? I'm calling back in because I heard somebody else tonight calling about Mario saying you can't bag on Lance, you ain't bagging on Mario. Listen, right now
Frankie had to call back. That's what I was like.
Listen,
I was looking at the dashboard like, didn't Frankie call in already?
Those 2 shots that Lance took, wouldn't you rather have Mario taking those 2 shots? Even if they're 4 shots at the end of the shot clock like they both were. The one at the elbow and the 3 in the corner. Wouldn't you feel like 100 times better if Mario would have took those shots instead of Lance?
Yeah, I mean, one thing for sure, he ain't gun shy. You know what I'm saying?
That's one. 2, yeah, and he would have got the shot off at least.
Yeah,
you know
true. Yeah, that one was pathetic,
That's
man.
One.
My man didn't even jump and he blocked Lance's shot, man.
2, as far as the defense goes, right now, between Lance and Mario, the defense is a wash, if you ask me. I don't know about you guys. You ask me, it's a wash. And Mario is giving us more than Lance. Even though Mario ain't giving us much, he's giving us more than Lance. He's rebounding better. He's assisting better. He's shooting the ball better. He's scoring better. Like, and Lance, listen, Mario's what, 24, 25? Lance is what, damn near 30 already?
Yeah.
Like, listen, I'd rather see those minutes go to Mario until Knox comes back. And, like, I'm telling you, I don't know what the dude was talking about. The other thing, damn, I had one other thing. Oh, listen, you gotta invite. Oh, damn it!
All right, man. 5, 4.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You up against the shot clock,
go to
man.
the next caller, man.
All right, Frankie. Yo, call us back Friday, man.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you. We talk to you Friday.
No doubt. You know I will.
All right, cool, man. Cool.
My homeboy call back like.
This guy Frankie snuck in 2 calls on you, Dave.
That's funny.
No, we don't put limits on the calls, man. That was just funny. Frankie was so tight he had to call back. He opened the show and closing the show.
Grand opening,
grand closing. You know what I mean? But Hazonia, that's not my guy. All right, final call of the night. Watts from Brooklyn. He wants to follow up from the rotations and talk about Vonleh. Watts, what's going on, man?
MVP.
Yo.
What up?
What up?
Yo.
What is good?
What's good, fellas?
Chilling.
I'm chilling, man. I just wanted to call in. Good show as usual.
Appreciate it.
It was a good game tonight. I was at the edge of my seat. Definitely better than the Nets game from the other night because it was close all the way up until the end. I just want to add that I know last week or a couple weeks ago we talked about, damn, Vonleh can't start. Who's going to come off the bench? And now he's starting. You know, and I just want to say, Vonleh looking like the next coming of Mason, man. You know what I'm saying? I like what he's bringing, and it's still early. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Mason.
Yeah, R.I.P. Money Mace, man. He's a legend. R.I.P. to the legend, man. Listen, I like what Vonleh's giving us, man. Definitely like what Vonleh's giving us. But go ahead with your next point.
Yeah, I like it, but now let's talk about Cantor, though. Like, he hasn't looked the same since he came off the bench. I know his defense is a little shaky, but he was giving us, 20 points, 20 rebounds sometimes. And, I mean, again, it's still early in the season, but we got to figure out them late game rotations because I feel like that's where the game is getting away from us. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out who's going to be adding the scores versus the defense. So Fizz might have to go through like an offense-defense, like, you know what I'm saying, change every time the ball stops kind of thing just to kind of preserve the players and close out that game until he can figure it out. I don't know. And lastly, I just wanted to touch on Dot. Dot looking great, man. I'm happy he's finally getting his chances and his touches, rebounds been consistent, points been on point, and he's playing hard, man. He's playing harder than a lot of people out there, and I could see him really making a dent in the rotation for the rest of the time going.
That's facts.
But
Appreciate you, Watts, man.
Yeah, that's all I want to add. I heard y'all mention something about a Friday night party. For the
Let me pull up the graphic right now.
Raffling another Knox jersey.
Yeah, we're raffling up another Knox jersey. It's gonna be 8:30 at Slattery's Midtown Pub. That's gonna be in the cities, right by Penn Station. Let me pull up the graphic for everybody right now.
Yeah, that should be a good deal. I think I'll come through there, show some love.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be hosted by Posted and Toasted, Knicks Film School, myself, Jay Ellis, the Hard Knicks Life podcast. And we called the Knicks. We got the Garden of Dreams Foundation to donate some giveaways for us. So we're going to be donating. We're going to be raffling off a Kevin Knox jersey again. So it's going to be a good time, man. Just come through and rap and chop it up with us. 10% of all sales is going to go to charity. I believe it's going to go to the Garden of Dreams Foundation as well. So we're going to have a good time, and we're doing it for charity, man, so you can't lose.
Definitely. That sounds dope. I will be there.
Yeah. All right, Watch. Yo, good to hear from you, man. Thanks for calling.
No doubt. Have a good one.
All right, cool.
I will say Cannon had a bad night. He had 15.
Yeah, he just had a bad night. He just had a bad night. We'll see if it becomes a pervasive thing in terms of the benching, but I think overall Canada just had a bad night. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. Once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. We're going to wrap up now. If you guys can please hit us with a thumbs up if you enjoyed this stream. Subscribe to the channel if you want to support us. Those are the two best ways to do it. If you want to send a super chat, you can send a super chat as well. Not mandatory by any means, but thanks to Michael Parker for sending a super chat tonight. But more importantly, the thumbs up and the subscribe is the best way to support your boys night in, night out. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Share these videos as well. And if you know a Knicks fan at home that's not watching us and they're a Knicks fan, share it, man. Send it to them. Be like, yo, you need to get on this post-game show with your boys, man.
Let them know.
Let them know. All right, JLs. We're going to swing it over to you.
Cool.
As we wrap up. Give me a second. Let me hit the theme music. All right, JLs, you live.
All right. Yep. Podcast is dropped on the YouTube this morning. Check that out. The description. The link is in my description below. So you can look at that right now. Or in the morning, whatever you want to do on your way. Whatever. Also got merch too. Fizz bag is in effect. My shirt is in the laundry.
All right, all good.
But yeah, check me out on social media. The NickOfTimeShow.com for blogs. Nick of Time Show on Instagram. The KOT Show on Twitter because they didn't give us enough letters. And SoundCloud.com/Nick of Time Show for the podcast that drops before it hits YouTube. All those links and stuff is in my description.
Yes, sir. And, man. Tough loss, 107-101. What you gonna do? We fought hard. The game got away from us. Give credit where credit is due. The Pacers were just a better team. Shout out to everybody that called in. Shout out to everybody in Knicks Nation in the chat. Shout out to everybody that left questions. We're gonna keep the question form going for future events so the chat can get their questions in as well. Alex Collins, appreciate you. KnicksFanTV Dave, definitely thanks. Shout out everybody that came through. Kareem, Jamal Simpson, SS Television, S Parker, Delano, BK Legend. Shout out everybody that comes through. A lot of you guys are regulars, and we appreciate you, man. So once again, Friday night, the viewing party. See you guys there, 8:30. The live stream will kick off there. We'll have a pregame show. We'll have a halftime show. We have a postgame show. We may even just do a watch along, depending on how the setup is. So just rock with us Friday, man. We'll see you guys then. Peace.